That took us into another multi-man matches because we were just getting all the multi-man matches out the way pretty early.
Yeah.
Shingo
Takagi?
Darby Allin and Sting facing the Young Bucks, or as Jim Cornette likes to call them, the Cucamonga Kids.
Yeah.
And El Phantasmo.
Yeah. Just for anyone listening to this, Jim is a little hard on the Young Bucks. I think at times it just give him a little bit of a hard time, but it is probably not his flavour of wrestling. So so that's probably why he gives it to him. Another good match, another great match, and if you try and one-up Sting the match before, you're going to be sorry for that because how did he start that match off?
Jumped right off the entranceway.
Yeah, so don't try and use chairs and tables before a Sting's match because you're going to pay for it. That was an exciting start to the match. The match was nice and quick.
I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, right. The match worked at a very quick pace. Sting looked great for a guy at 62. Looked amazing. Yeah. Jumping on top of the entranceway, 62. That's all I got to say. Just if I can move that well at 62, I'll be wrapped. The Bucks now. I think my partner in life, my lovely wife Lisa,
yes,
right, has now found her favourite tag team because she loves the Bucks with the cat scratch and the nipple twist. She actually probably would have been her favourite match. Once again, good solid match, typical Bucks style.
Yeah,
there's a bit of comedy stuff in there and that kind of thing. A lot of acrobatics and that. Once again, not my favourite style of match, but they do it. If anyone's going to do it, they do it. Nobody does it as well as them. Darby Allin. Once again, I look at Darby and I go, when he puts his body through, how long is this guy going to last?
Yeah, so
right. Shingo Takagi looked really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see that a lot of the New Japan guys are serious dudes, mate. They're very good. I think they took their A team out here and showed everyone, how good they are.
But they did, and as I said, like the fact that look, I'll be honestly, Sting didn't need to jump off the entranceway. He didn't need to.
I don't know, because if you've got a match before yours and they've used tables, what do you do?
Well, that's very true.
So if you're gonna have to use, if they've used 3 tables, I would use 4.
Yeah.
Right. So got to. But if I completely change that around, Mick Foley, Undertaker, Mick Foley, 1,000 Hell in a Cell has been done. I'm going to start on top of the cage.
Yeah.
He starts the match differently to everybody else. So now we're talking about how memorable the opening of the match was.
Yeah.
So, business-wise, not psychology-wise, business-wise, for everyone to remember about the match, we're all talking about that opening. So he took a risk, at 62, took a risk.
Oh, right? Yeah.
But it's paid off for him because everyone's talking about it. And at the end of the match with wrestling, the most important thing is to be remembered for the match you did. If you just get gobbled up in the card, nobody cares, well then you haven't really done your job. You're not stood out. Yeah. Sting still understands that the business is about standing out. So I think the way he went about it was smart. He didn't grab another table or chair or an electric baseball bat or anything like that, or a sledgehammer. He just went out and done something in the start of the match and completely made his match different from everybody else's. Yeah. Because really, he was another 6-man that started off a trios match, which started off the show with a trios match. Make himself different from the last trios match.
That's very true. And look, Sting can still go. I honestly believe that when he was in the WWE for a short span that he was, I think they were making it out he couldn't do as much.
Well, when he was there, what was it? 8 years ago? Oh, yeah, 8 years ago. 7 years ago, right? So he was 54 at that point.
Yeah.
Right? And he was probably physically fitter than what he is now.
Yeah.
But I think just bad luck. I think, who would have thought from a buckle bomb they would break his neck?
Yeah, that's true.
Who would have thought that would have happened? I think that maybe that, and I don't think it ever really happened with Sting, where the stars all aligned for him in WWE.
No.
They finally got him after like probably trying to get him for a good 20 years. When they got him, they got not even a full match out of him.
Yeah.
So, and that's just bad luck. But I think he's definitely turned things around here. Like he's not the Sting he was in the 90s. He's never going to be the Sting you were in the 90s. You're not going to get that. But you're getting a guy that's probably on this whole card, you know, conservatively on this whole card, he's probably wrestled more matches than any other guy on this card.
Yeah.
Any other guy on this card, right? And probably a lot of the guys that you put, or the guys and girls you put together, he's probably got more matches than them combined.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Just the experience factor that Sting has, it's worth having him around, worth having him on the cards. You know, if you wrestle somebody like, if you would have had the opportunity to wrestle somebody like Sting, it's like having 100 matches.
Oh, yeah.
Just what you'll learn from the situation. So, the Bucks and Phantasmo is lucky to be in the and also Darby Allin, which has spent a lot of time with him now, right? And Takagi should be really, really, really honoured and would have learnt so much more from just being in the ring with this guy because he understands the psychology in the business so much.
But he does. And look, I didn't think that. I honestly thought Sting was going to give it up. He got put into the Hall of Fame over at WWE. I thought that was going to be where he calls it. But as I said, he seriously put on a performance that I didn't honestly expect.
Oh no! Look, I think that Sting can't go like Sting from the '90s, but Sting can still go better than a lot of other dudes out there. He's probably not the best guy on that card now, but he's probably not the worst guy on that card. So, that's saying something. And at 62,
yeah,
and you got him there for his brains.
Yeah,
you're not going to see him doing singles matches or that anymore. You're going to see him in trios matches. You're going to see him in
tags.
It's the best way to use him. And I think that people, when they went over, him, Darby, and Takagi went over, the people loved it. They loved it, and it didn't make the Bucks look bad. Didn't make Phantasmo look bad. And I thought that they'd done a great job all around, and I gave it a 7 out of 10, and classed it as Mum's favourite match.
I gave it a 6.5, being that I was kind of still recovering from the fact that Sting just jumped off the entranceway. Oh my god!